Alright, welcome back everyone. In today's video I'll do something different again. I know most of the time I'm talking about electric motorcycles, or at least my motorcycles. I'm even wearing the Zero S Rev introduction t-shirt right now. But we also have an electric car, and that's what I'm gonna talk about today. It's behind me. So as you can see, it's the Mercedes EQV, so the electric V-Class version of the Mercedes. I'll quickly go around and talk about some things. So we are a family of 4 kids. One of them is sleeping there right now. I'll show you in a minute. So that's why we had the need for a bigger car. Let's see, what can I show you? So it's the in Belgium we have like 2 versions. You have the 300 and the 300L, and the L stands for a longer version. This one is the not an extended version. The extended version just has, this is where the back sliding door stops, and then the extended version has the back wheel a bit more at a longer wheelbase. That's what I'm trying to say. But like you can see, this one already barely fits into parking spots. So and we still have a trunk, like all of this is trunk. We have 2 rows of seats behind the front, and one of the best things of these is that you can really, I'll go on the inside, you can really pick the way you want the interior. Like what we did is we have 2 single seats in the middle row, and then a 3 bench in the rear. And the 3 bench, you can even have like a sleeping bench. This one is a standard one. And then these you can turn around if you want. You can also put them down. And from factory you can get like a tabletop that sits in there, which is foldable, which is also very nice. It works with those rails. Those rails are going through the end of the car. Those are just carpets over it. Our front seats are turning, but yeah, it's not like, wait, music is playing. It's not like we really use the turn feature of these, but they are the turning ones. They are a bit tricky to turn around because of how small the interior is. Oh yeah, that's the one that's sleeping. I think the biggest downside for this car, it's fully based on the diesel versions. So that means that for instance, this thing here, oh yeah, this is where a fuel cap would be in the diesel version. But of course we have the electric one, so there is no fuel cap. Instead we have a charge port there up front. That's a good location for a charge port, by the way. Charge speed is like 11 kilowatts on alternating current, and up to 110 on DC fast charging. So if you use like Energica has as well. And so it has like it's around an hour charge time, because the battery, I think you can see it if you go below. That's the battery. It's 100 kilowatt hour battery, of which we can use like 90 kilowatt hours. And because of the huge battery, there are 2 downsides. I think the fact that it's based on a diesel also means that there is no heat pump, and I think not having that heat pump is quite an issue, because that means that the range changes a lot. Like currently I don't think it shows when we're not riding, but currently we have like a consumption value of around 22 kilowatt hours mixed roads. I went on the highway today most of the time, so it was at 24 kilowatt hours for every 100 kilometer. Quite nice. That gives us a range of over 400 kilometers with the 90 kilowatt hours that we have. However, in the winter we need to heat up the cabin, and then it jumps up to 30 or even sometimes above 30 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. That's a downside. The fact that there is no the air system is okay. That's like refrigeration. That much of energy, but the heating is like a heating element resistant, so that uses a lot of electricity. And then because of that, in winter we get like a realistic range of 300 kilometers. And if you go on the highway and you keep riding full speed, you might even get like 280. And then another downside is, besides the higher consumption in winter, is the weight of this vehicle. It empty, it's like 2,900 kilos, so that's, with me in it, that's almost 3 tons. So the tire wear is huge. This tire has been used for only 22,000 kilometers, and that's almost completely gone. Like, this is the tread, the wear marks, it's almost completely gone. Of course, it's also only front wheel drive, and the tire wear, but also the suspension will wear out quite quickly, because this is literally like driving around with a car that is fully loaded all the time. Yeah. The rear tires are less of an issue because, yeah, it's only front traction, so these are just there to follow. There is a full-size spare wheel there, and that looks like a speaker. Those are the steel springs. Not, yeah, there's also no option for towing because of the heavy load. I think someone woke up. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one.